So, is the new heaven and new earth in use before or after the Millennial Kingdom? Isaiah 66 verses 20 through 23 says, "And they will bring all your brothers from all the nations to my holy mountain in Jerusalem, and I will select some of them also to be priests and Levites, as the new heavens and the new earth that I make will endure before me, declares the Lord, so will your name, the descendants, endure from one new moon to another, and from one Sabbath to another. All mankind will come and bow down before me." Now, the Bible clearly spells out the timeline from the beginning of the tribulation to Christ's second coming, the 1,000-year millennial kingdom reign, followed by the eternal state. Now, Jesus was quoted several times in the Gospels, stating that no one will know the hour or the day, not even the angels in heaven nor the Son, but only the Father. In all these instances, he was referring to the second coming at the end of this age. There was no distinct separation where he was talking about the rapture as a distinct, separate entity that no one would know about. The Greek word used for knows in all these references was a word eido, which is interpreted a past or present tense of the word to know. The word gnosko was not used here, and this would have implied a future tense of the word to know, or complete knowledge. If this word gnosko was used, it would imply that even the last generation would not know. But the Bible clearly delineates a time frame for the last generation, those saints who can know and prepare and draw strength from this knowledge so that they could be doubly blessed, is spelled out in the book of Revelation. Jesus now certainly knows the glorious day of his return, but he chose not to during the time of his incarnation. So won't the end time saints eventually know? Those discerning saints who see the peace treaty sign? They must know the abomination of desolation will occur in 42 months, and then another 1260 days Christ will return. This is clearly spelled out in scriptures, which cannot contradict itself. Jesus used the word "no one knows" so many times because the people of that generation expected the Messiah to defeat the Roman oppressors and set up the Millennial Kingdom. When they were told this would not happen at that time, they still expected it to occur sometime later in their generation. Such has been the case in every generation throughout church history. In Matthew 24th chapter, Jesus discussed the lesson of the fig tree and how it applied to the setting of great catastrophes of the last days. Those events preceding the second coming of Christ, when the twigs get tender and the leaves come out, you know that summer is near. Jesus then said, "I tell you the truth, this generation will certainly not pass away until all these things have happened." After hearing the fig tree parable, you can see where many people of that time could have thought the second coming would occur in their generation. So how do we know that we are indeed in the last generation? The fig tree is mentioned in the Bible 48 times. It is symbolic for the nation Israel. Israel was not even a nation again until 1948 on May 14th. Its destruction dated back to 70 AD. So we have a nation that hadn't existed for almost 2 centuries. With Israel's rebirth, God's prophetic clock for the end times started counting down. Since then, multiple prophecies have been fulfilled, setting the stage for the tribulation period to begin. In my recent DVD on Daniel's last vision, we talk about how the 3 modern Israeli wars tie in to the countdown for the upcoming tribulation period, and how there remains one major Middle East war on the horizon. And once this happens, it will put us within 1 year of the tribulation beginning. Multiple other prophecies have been fulfilled since Israel has become a nation again, besides those prophecies involving wars.